And of course, as you all know, our kids are going to come first, plain and simple. So my daughter needed me this morning, and we were chatting about some things. So she came first. So I was taking care of some business that was not necessarily my premier business, if you will. All right. So come on in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I so appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. So who knows? So maybe I will wind up getting to catch some different people this morning because of being on a little bit later. So maybe it'll give some others the time to be here. Who knows? But the way that I look at it is God knows. So we are just going to kind of let it there. But today's tip is going to be one that comes with a little bit of tough love, if you will. So before we jump into that, I would like to first thank you all for being here, and hopefully by me saying that, that doesn't scare y'all out of here. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you to our replay viewers. So appreciate you guys being here, as well as our live viewers. So don't forget, whether you are replay or live, if you are joining us here on Periscope, those hearts do work, so you can give a little tap to the screen. That just lets me know that you're here and that I'm providing with you with some useful content, or that you are just appreciating what it is you're hearing. So we always appreciate being able to see those hearts. That gives a little bit of love to me while I go through this scope and spend some time with you this morning. For those of you joining us on YouTube, don't forget, if you'd like to join us live, come on over to Periscope and follow me at Buffy Hood. For anyone who might be joining us today that has no idea who I am, my name is Buffy Hood. I'm a jeweler with Premier Designs Jewelry, and I use Periscope as a platform to be able to share my experiences from my direct sales business in hopes that it might help you in yours. Okay, so for those of you joining us here today, if you are ready for just a little bit of tough love, put it ready in the box. Put ready in the box if you are ready for just a little bit of tough love this morning. I promise it's not going to be so terrible that you won't want to come back. All right. But it's going to be enough, hopefully, that it makes you look at things and go, am I, doing all that I can? Am I doing what I should be? And I just realized that I was covering up just a little bit of my video for YouTube. So hopefully I fixed that now. You guys are still going to see a little bit of that. I don't know what's been going on with my technology here lately, but I don't know if any of y'all noticed that for whatever reason, when my tablet has been saving my Periscopes to my tablet after doing the Periscope, then when I try to upload them to YouTube, suddenly for the last week, for whatever reason, when I upload it to YouTube, there's no audio. I have no idea what's going on. I have not changed anything. I have not adjusted any settings. I've not done anything any different, but just all of a sudden there's no audio when I try to upload it to YouTube. So we are back to using my laptop as well as using my, now I'm going to try using my phone and just see. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but we're going to try. So needless to say, we're going to get right into this. Okay, so a little bit of an ouch this morning is this. If you want to truly succeed in your business, you have to be willing to let go of a couple of things. Okay? And those things that you're going to need to let go of is, number one, first and foremost, you are going to need to let go of excuses. Okay, I'm going to say that again. You need to let go of excuses. Y'all can either have results or you can have excuses, but you cannot have both. It doesn't work that way. Okay? You either choose to, and I know you guys have seen the quote before of, if it's important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. That's just how it is. So when you're looking and seeing other people who are achieving what you hope to achieve and you have not yet achieved it, it could be because you are creating excuses for yourself and believing the lies of those excuses as far as why you can't achieve that or why it won't work if you do this, or why you don't have time to do this. Okay. So it could be that they have simply eliminated their excuses and they have found a way to do it instead of creating those excuses. Okay. So that's first and foremost. The other thing that you're going to need to let go of is your comparisons to other people. Again, many times we look at others and we see their success and we want that success. And here's the thing, it's okay to look at that and be like, man, I'd love to be there someday. But don't look at them and say, I'd like to be there someday, but I never will because she's able to be where she's at because she knows more people. She's able to be where she's at because she's got a helper. She's able to be where she's at because blah, 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 blah. Okay. Whatever, all this junk. We tend to, instead of having joy for that other person and for their success and being like, man, you've done awesome. Like, I want to learn from you. Okay. Instead of having that mindset, many times people they allow that jealousy monster to come out instead. And they pull the whole, well, of course she's able to do it. Okay. I've had people tell me, well, yeah, I know you're able to do what you do because David helps you. Okay. Listen, I'm not saying that David is not a huge help. And I'm not saying that his help does not make this more successful. But I will tell you that there was a point in time where I did this all on my own. Okay. It was all on my own. It was not, there was a point in time where I was able to do this business on my own. And guess what? If suddenly David decided tomorrow that he no longer wanted to help with this business, would you believe, oh my word, I'm still going to work my business? Would you believe that I'm still going to be able to do exactly what I'm already doing, even if I don't have his help? Okay. So here's the thing. We have to understand that we can't use other people's situations as an excuse why they are successful and why we are not, because our situation does not look exactly like theirs. So therefore, we cannot have the exact same success. Okay. I can tell you that David and I working this business is truly the exception to the rule in this business. There are a ton of successful jewelers out there who do not have a helper that goes to shows with them, or does not have a helper that assists them at home with daily work and that kind of thing. Please understand that. Please also understand that I am not successful in my business simply because I do not work a full-time job. Okay. I've heard that before. Well, of course you're able to be successful. Like this is your only job, right? Okay. Y'all, here's the thing. There are plenty of jewelers out there, plenty of people in direct sales in general who work full-time jobs and are also extremely successful in their direct sales business. You must let go of this whole comparison, jealousy, envy thing that makes you think they are successful because they somehow have orchestrated the exact perfect things in their life to make it that it just all works together. And therefore, because they know the right people, they know the right number of people, they live in the right location, they do this, they do that, they have all these things. And because I do not live in their house, because I do not know their friends, because I do not have their contacts, I can't be that successful. Okay. They are lies. They're all lies, and they go right along with the excuses that you're giving yourself for why you're not doing what you should be doing in order to achieve the results that you need to get. Okay. So when it comes to us understanding that we are the cause and the result of the good, the bad, and the ugly in our business. Okay. It is because of what you are choosing and or not choosing to do in your business that has you right where you are. Okay. And here's the thing. If you are not growing in your business year to year, Okay. What we're talking about is some of the things that direct sellers need to let go in order to make sure that they can truly achieve success in their business. Okay. And the first is the excuses. And the second is the comparisons and the jealousy and envy that come from watching others reach the success that they want to have. Okay. So, so the biggest thing is you have to understand that if somebody else within your company has succeeded, okay, understand that they have the same marketing plan, the same hostess plan, the same product, the same catalog, the same everything. The biggest difference between you and them is the fact that they are working their business and you are doing yours. All right. So the difference is you. The difference is not circumstances or location or whatever. Because here's the thing. You could take someone who knows how to run a successful business and you could put them out in the middle of nowhere and they will still find a way to make it work. It does not mean that you have to be in a geographical magical location to be able to make your business work. Okay. There's a lot of times where people will, I've had people say to me, well, you must just live in a good area where lots of people are just wanting to, do shows and get together and do this. No, it has nothing to do with my area because believe it or not, I drive anywhere from 15 minutes to 3.5 hours to do business. It's, and listen, if God decides that he wants me to go further than that, I'll go further than that. I've driven 6 hours to do a training show for a jeweler that I'd never met. Okay. Until the day of her training show. That was when we first met. All right. So you have to understand that if you are making your circle this big, okay, if you're making your circle this big, you can only grow that big. If you are saying, you know what, I'm willing to go further. I'm willing to broaden my horizons. I'm willing to extend my boundaries. I'm willing to go wherever the good Lord sends me. You will notice that you will start growing, okay? And you're going to be able to grow in different locations because you're putting yourself out there further. Don't use your geographical location as an excuse for why your business isn't doing what it should be doing, okay? Because here's the thing, your business cannot do anything without you first putting forth the effort. Your business can do nothing if you are not working. You having a jeweler number or a contract or a consultant ID or whatever it is that you have in your own specific business does not automatically entitle you to make money. You make money by getting rid of the excuses, by getting rid of the comparison traps and claiming that other people have success because they have the perfect, like the planets have just aligned, okay? You don't want to look at it in that sense. You have to understand that it is a matter of they are working their business and you might be waiting to work your business until you have just the right circumstances to be able to get out there and do it. Or maybe you are not working your business right now because you are simply allowing the excuses to flood your head, fill your mind with all the lies and everything else, that you get to the point where because you have made up excuses so long, you are to the point where you even believe the excuses that you've been given as actual reasons for why you're not working the business. And in fact, if you truly wanted to work your business and you truly wanted to succeed in your business, you would be finding a way to make it work, not making excuses for why it hasn't. Okay. So that is truly what I wanted to bring to you today, is those couple of tips of if you truly want to succeed in your business, there's a couple of things that you need to eliminate. The first is the excuses. The second is the comparison of claiming that other people just have the perfect situation, the perfect scenario, the perfect this, that, whatever. And that's why they have been successful. Okay. You need to get rid of those two things, because when you eliminate the excuses and you eliminate the jealousy and the envy of what other people have, when you eliminate those two things, that is going to help you push through those different excuses. And you're going to start looking at things and going, okay, here's the thing. I have people who will tell me on a regular basis that they simply don't have time. They don't have time to work their business. Okay. But yet if I were to call them at the drop of a dime and be like, hey girl, you want to go shopping? Like, do you got a couple hours this coming Saturday that you can go shopping? They'd be like, yeah, come on, let's go. Now look, if that can happen, then you have time. It's just not that you want to give that time to your business. It is just that you are busying yourself with other things, with other activities, with other choices. It is all choice. Listen, we all have the exact same 24 hours in a day, but we all make an individual choice as to how we will spend that time. So whether or not you are using that time productively, or whether or not you are using that time to simply waste away, is 100% up to you. Okay? We each get to make that choice every single day. I have people who will tell me, I simply don't have the time. But y'all, I can't even count on two hands how many Candy Crush requests I will get from them in the course of one day. One day. Okay? That I'm receiving Candy Crush notifications for them all throughout the day. And I'm going, are you kidding? Are you kidding? You told me you don't have time to work your business. You told me you don't have time to make phone calls. You don't have time to send emails. You don't have time to send Facebook messages. How do you have time to send me 15 Candy Crush notifications in one day? Okay? And we're not talking about just one day on occasion. This is like a daily thing. Okay? So again, it comes back to choices. It comes back to those people are making the decision to get on Candy Crush and waste their day away by playing a game that is not going to achieve them anything except maybe getting to the next level. For me personally, I would rather get to the next level of my business than what I care about whether or not I get to the next level in Candy Crush. Okay? So it's not to say that we don't still need those downtimes occasionally, but y'all, ain't nobody needs that much downtime every day. All day. Okay? And if you're going to do that, own it. Own it. Take responsibility for that and say, you know what? I've had time that I could have worked on my business. I just haven't. Okay? Own it. Don't make excuses for it. Don't make up lies about why you haven't done it. Just say, I have made a decision not to do it and I haven't done it. Now, if I want something different, if I want to get some different results, I'm going to have to do some different actions. And then you go do it. So again, it's eliminating the excuses of why you haven't worked your business. And it's eliminating the jealousy and envy that tells you that the reason somebody else has achieved it is because their planets have aligned and everything has been just perfect, just right, just so, just this, just that, whatever. Okay? Eliminate those two things from your day, from your life, from your business. And chances are you will be able to have a much more successful business. Okay? Now, there are a couple of things that I think you should add to your business that is going to help you. Okay? The first is to have a teachable spirit. Listen, if you do not have a teachable spirit, if you go about your life thinking you've already got this all figured out, you go about your life thinking, I already know it all. You don't need to tell me nothing because I've already got it all down. If you are thinking along those lines, you are already crippling yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this, the second that you think you've got it all figured out, you may as well just hang your hat up and walk away from your business. Because if you've got it all figured out and your business is not succeeding, it's not going to. It's not going to. Okay, can I get an amen on that? If you think that you know it all so much that you don't need to continue learning and you've already got it all figured out, so you don't go to trainings, you don't listen to anybody, you don't listen to the advice that people give you, you've got it all figured out, but yet your business is not succeeding, then just hang your hat up and be done with it, because it's not going to. It's not going to succeed without you being willing to do some different things, because if you are not getting the results you want by the actions you are currently taking, you are going to have to change and improve, or your business will not change and improve. So you need to have a teachable spirit. If you do not have a teachable spirit, you will not be able to grow personally, and you will not be able to grow professionally. Okay? The other thing that I think you need to add to that is not only having a teachable spirit, but having a servant's heart. If you're not willing to be a servant's heart in your business, people are not going to want to do business with you. They're just not. If you are only ever looking out for you, if you are only ever looking out for yourself, and you are not looking out to assist other people through your business, and this doesn't just mean selling them a product. This means helping them solve a problem. This means spoiling them. This means treating them well. This means building a relationship with them that is not solely based on what you can offer them business-wise. Okay? But this is being there for them, period. This means that if they have a question, that they can contact you and ask that question without feeling like they're going to be thrown a sales pitch. All right? This means making it a point to make sure that they know they can come ask you questions about your business opportunity and not feel like you are going to pounce on them and pressure them and push them until they sign on the dotted line. All right? But this means having a servant's heart, being there for them, even if it means that you get absolutely nothing in return at that exact moment. Because guess what? If you are doing that, if you are serving them well, then that is going to continue. They're going to continue wanting to do business with you. They're going to refer you to their family and friends because they're going to go, look, if you want to work with somebody who's going to take great care of you and who is not going to push you, who is not going to pressure you to buy, who's not going to pressure you to join, but who is simply there to just be of help, to be of assistance, look, go to this person. That's who you're going to want to work with. Okay? That's how people handle things. That's how people talk. I don't know about you, but if I deal with somebody who I feel like is pushing things down my throat and is not like willing to be there to actually like listen to me, to really hear about my needs or what it is that I'm looking for in terms of their services or their product, and instead they're just like, well, you should really look at this instead. You should really do this. You should do this. You should do that. If they're not hearing a single thing that I'm saying, why am I going to bother? Why would I even bother? So if I know that that's how I feel about it, then I know that I need to be doing better for those that I am doing business with. Does that make sense? Okay. So I hope it makes sense. So here's what I'm leaving you with today. The things you need to let go are the excuses and the envy and jealousy that comes from that comparison trap. The things that you need to add is a teachable spirit and a servant's heart. If you are able to do those things, remove these two, add these two, okay? If you are able to do that, your business is going to have a chance to succeed. But it's only going to do it if you work it, okay? You have to be working your business in order for your business to work. Don't you be one of those people that decides to quit your business and walk away from it going, well, it just didn't work for me. No, you didn't work your business. Point blank. If you didn't work your business and you didn't do it by having a teachable spirit and by having a servant's heart, then that's why your business didn't work. If you didn't do it without the excuses and without having that comparison trap of having that jealousy and that envy and that pride that keeps you from going and talking to that person to find out what it is that they're doing, that's why your business didn't succeed. That's just my opinion. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. I hope that it wasn't too much of an ouch, but I hope that it was enough of one to make you look at what it is that you're doing and go, you know what? Am I filling my own head with excuses? Am I letting myself get off the hook for doing things that I should be doing? Am I, instead of being happy for others who have reached a level of success that I would like to get, you're so very welcome and thank you. Okay. If, you know, am I going to them and finding out what it is that they're doing and then doing things to implement those things into my business? Or am I asking them what to do? They're telling me and then I'm making excuses why it won't work. Be careful of that, because I can promise you there's a lot of people who do that. They will find out what it is that that person's doing and they'll go, well, that only works for her because. No, stop that. Stop it. Okay. If it worked for her, it may very well work for you, but you will never know if you don't try it. All right. And stop putting out the excuses right off the bat that say, oh no, this isn't going to work. Okay. Be willing to try it. All right. So I hope that it's enough to make you just at least kind of reevaluate where you are in your business, what you may have been doing that has possibly been hindering your business and you didn't even realize it. You didn't even take notice to it. Okay. And if you find that those things have been hindering your business, look, the awesome thing is you can start making that change today. You can change your mindset. You can change what it is that you're doing. You can start reaching out to those people and saying, look, I want to learn from you because you were at a level that I want to get to. Okay. So I want to listen, I want to learn, and then I want to go implement without using the excuses, without having that. I want to have a teachable spirit and I want to have a servant's heart and I want to be able to do those things. And if you make that shift in your mindset, you might be amazed as to what can happen in your business. So I'm going to leave you all with that. Tomorrow is our Wisdom Wednesday. I do plan to be here at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, we will not have any issues that prevent me from being here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, and that is Eastern time here in the U.S., just in case we have anybody who might be overseas that happens to be checking this out. So it's 8 a.m. Tomorrow is our Wisdom Wednesday. I'll be bringing you some little nuggets of wisdom that has been passed to me through some way, somehow from someone. All right. And we'll just go from there. So if y'all have enjoyed this, if you've appreciated this, if you think there might be someone who should take a listen, feel free to go ahead and invite them to do so. You can do that by clicking on the little Perryman or swiping up or over. Click invite followers, and you can choose to share it with all followers or select few. You can also, after the broadcast is ended, you can also share it out as well. Happy Tuesday to you too, Darty. Thanks so much for being here. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thanks again.